Hi, my name is Angela and I'm with the Oklahoma City Community College Occupational Therapy Assistant Program. And tonight I'm going to explain my expo project that I created for my OT for Physical Conditions class. First, I'll explain how I came up with my idea and what motivated me to create this project. So, in one of our classes, we had to perform normal household chores at the wheelchair level. And one of the most difficult tasks that I found was trying to vacuum. And whenever I went on YouTube to try and find ways that people who were actually using wheelchairs were completing this task, I was appalled to find that there was no device that they were using and they were all struggling with this household chore. So my goal was to create a device that would make using their wheelchair and vacuuming simple. It would reduce the need for needing one hand to control the vacuum and the other hand to propel and maneuver the wheelchair. That is one of the most challenging aspects of trying to vacuum while in a wheelchair. Say you have a CVA and you only have use of one side of your body while your other arm either has weakness or paralysis. And if you're having to maneuver your wheelchair and operate the vacuum cleaner with your one non-affected arm, then that's going to pose quite a challenge. So I have removed that challenge with my device that I made. And first I'm going to demonstrate how it is to vacuum with a normal vacuum without any type of assistive device. So, wait right there. So when trying to, and then for this video, I'm going to assume that I do not have use of my left arm and I only have my right arm available to vacuum. So to vacuum, you're going to have to try to figure out how to keep your wheelchair going, and it's really awkward. I mean, I really have to give kudos to the people who manage to do this every day, because it just looks so exhausting. And I mean, just the perseverance that they have just to complete this household chore is phenomenal. So, I mean, it's like, I don't even know. It's really hard. So we're not going to do that. I'll show you what we are going to do. And now to demonstrate my project. So what I would recommend while using my product would be to place a pillow in their lap, or have them place a pillow in their lap. So just in case they have some skin integrity issues or some sensation issues, that the vacuum cleaner, if it needs to rest, if the handle needs to rest in their lap, that it's not going to cause any damage or abrasions to their skin. So what I did for my project was I took some PVC pipe and constructed a U frame that attaches to the handlebar frames, or the handrail frames of the wheelchair. And then I attached a clamp at the front of the U structure and attached my vacuum. And I used a lightweight cordless vacuum, so you're not having to try to keep the cord out of the wheels of the wheelchair or trying to hold it out of the way. And it just simplifies everything a lot more. And so now I will demonstrate how it works and show that now you can use two hands to maneuver your wheelchair. And it actually works in vacuums too. a situation where someone had use of both of their upper extremities, say they were a paraplegic, or they just had weakness to where they were using their wheelchair for energy conservation, and were able to use both of their upper extremities to propel and maneuver the wheelchair. So now I'll demonstrate how it could be done with someone who has one-sided weakness or does not have the use of their other arm altogether. And then that way you can see where they're still able to propel the wheelchair, but also maneuver the vacuum cleaner. And I will not turn on the noise filter. I have a helper. She's very concerned about the sound that the vacuum cleaner is making on the floor. Okay, out. Go lay down, please. Go lay down. 3, go. Come on. And so that is my project. I'll get a little bit closer so I can kind of show how everything is attached. So I used some T-joints right here at the corners that we kind of cut the back. I used my dad's bandsaw to cut these with. And so cut the back of the T-joint so that it would clip over the little bar frame of the wheelchair. And then I used just basic 1-inch joints on the corners. And on the front, I used 2, like about 1.5-inch pieces that I countersunk screws on the inside so that they could point out, and so that my 1/2-inch semicircle clamp would fit over the top of my vacuum cleaner. And so, I mean, it's a very simple construction, and for something so simple, I think it could have a great impact on the independence of anyone who is wanting to maintain that independence in the household chore of vacuuming.